Uh, Hello everybody. Now we are coming with the sum of retirement. This is the first sum. Means this is the second sum. This sum is given in the old textbook, but it is so identical sum. So we are taking this. Now this is our first sum for the retirement. Pai, Amba, Manoj are partners in the firm sharing profit and losses in the proportion of their capital. Now they are given the three partners already in the sum, and one partner, that is Pi, is retired from the sum. Now this sum is very identical to the admission. If you see the same structure as the heading, balance sheet and adjustment structure, same as given as admission. This is also the same structure, only the one name changes, that is retired. And the total partners given in the old balance sheet is number 3. In admission it is given as number 2. In this sum it is given 3. So we will start with the sum. Proportion of their capital and balance sheet as on 31st March 2012 as follows. Now they are given the old balance sheet. On the above date, Pi retires on the following adjustments have been agreed upon. The goodwill was revalued at 15,000. Now goodwill will had an adjustment. Assets and liabilities were revalued under debtor 17,000. Stock at 90% of book value. Stock. Then building 35,000. Building. Then plant 11,500. Motor van 29,500. Motor van 29. And outstanding expenses is 18,000. Pai and Manoj contributed additional capital of 20,000, 10,000 respectively. Balance due to Mr. Pai's transfer to his loan account. Now they had given prepare profit and loss adjustment account, partners capital account and balance sheet. Now I had already drawn this sum, just same as identical as our admission sum. Profit and loss adjustment half page partners capital, then more than half or half page balance sheet, then cash and Pi's loan account. Now these two account again as a working note account. This is not necessary. For the purpose of calculation you can make it. If you don't want to, you will not. If you don't make it, it is no longer necessary. We will start with the sum. We will start the same structure as we followed in admission. First we will post this item, that is assets, then we post this liabilities items, then we will start with the sum. So I am posting this item now as they are given cash. Now I am prepared the cash account, so instead of writing cash amount here, I will write it over here in the cash account. If you don't want to, then you can write it on the inner column and make all the adjustment over here. Then stock 12,000. Now all the assets have an adjustment, so I will write all the assets in the inner column. Every assets have only one adjustment, so I will leave one line for them. Next is debtors. Debtors amount is how much? 20,000. Next is plant. Plant amount is 13,000. Now next is building. Leave one line. Building is of 20,000. Then next motor van. Motor van is of 31,000. And last goodwill. Goodwill is 18,000. Now this is my assets. I had posted all the assets over here. Now I will post the liabilities. This is the simple posting. Assets will go on the asset side only and liabilities will go on the liability side. The capital of all partners, now in this sum there is no old partners because the three partners are basically old. Now in this sum, the partner who retires is known as a retiring partner. In this particular sum, the pi retires, so pi is a retiring partner, and the two partners who remain, that is what are remaining partners. So now capital accounts, pi, Amba and Manoj, 30,000, 30,000, 15,000. My balance brought down. As I already wrote, this is the fixed item. I already explained you in the admission sum. Same fixed item as we taken in the admission. Then creditors, the pure liabilities will go on the original liability side. Creditors will be of 7,000. Creditors don't have any adjustment, so it will go on outer column. Next is outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses will leads to inner column because it has an one adjustment. Then profit and loss account. This profit and loss account is same as our general reserve and the reserve fund. It needs to be distributed to the all partners. Now in particular admission sum, we does what? We distributed to the all partners, but in this sum all partners are old, so this amount it needs to be divided into the old partners. Basically in this sum they don't given our the profit sharing ratio. They had given one line, the profit and losses in the proportion of their capital. So we will do what? We will remove the common zero of everybody. Now it will remain 30, 30, 15. So we will make it divided. 15 ones are 1, 15 twos are 30, 15 to the 30. So our ratio will be 2:1. The total of ratio will be 5. So we will divide the profit and loss account by 5. We will find the 4,000 as one part. I'm going to write it over here. By profit and loss account, don't use shortcut, it is not for you. 8,000, 8,000 and 4,000. We will finish with the posting. Assets on asset side, liabilities on liability side, capital balances on capital side, and only the single distribution is made. I made cash account, so cash account on the cash side. On the above date, the pi retires and the following adjustment have been made agreed upon. On the above date means on 31st March 2012 the pi has retired and they had following some terms for the retirement of pi. Goodwill was revalued at 15,000. Now goodwill is valued at 15,000. Whenever they give the word valued, you should write the amount on the outer column and you should compare whether the outer column is bigger or smaller. If it is bigger, then your amount is increased. If this outer column's amount is lesser, then your amount is decreased. So our old amount is 18,000, new amount is 15,000. So our amount is deducted by 3,000. We will write over here reduced or written off. You can write both. Even decrease is also written sometimes. Our assets value has decreased as it is a loss for us. I'm going to write the loss on the profit and loss adjustment accounts debit side as to goodwill. Amount will be 3,000. Now the next adjustment, assets and liabilities were revalued as under. Now again they had given the new values of every assets, so we will need to write every amount on the outer column. So debtors 17,000. Again our outer column value is lesser, so we will write here as reduced or written off. Don't write bad debt over here because we don't know what was the situation actually, why the debtor actually decreased. It can be revalued also. First we will write all the assets, then we will make the second effect. stock of 90% of book value. Now the stock will remain 90% in the books, means 10% should be removed. So 10% of 12,000 will be 1,200. You can again write reduced, decrease, written off or depreciation over here, because for stock you can write depreciation because we don't know what is the actual situation is. Amount will be 10,800. Then after building 35,000. Now our outer amount is increased, so amount will be increased. For building I will use appreciation. There are many other names just like increased. You can use appreciation. 15,000, 35,000. Now next, plant 11,500. Again they had given 11,500 for plant, less plant value also reduced. I will write instead of reduce as depreciation 1,500. Now the next, motor van 29,500. For motor van it is of 29,500. Again the outer columns value is decreased. I will again write less depreciation, amount is 1,500. And outstanding expenses 18,000. So outstanding expenses is 18,000. So outstanding expenses increased up to 18,000. So it is increased by 3,000. You can write increased over here because there is no reason given why this amount is increased. No specific reason is given, as they told only it is revalued. Now we will make the second effect of all. First of all, we make the second effect of all reduced item, because it does what it whenever assets reduces, it incurred loss for us. So stock, debtors, plant and motor van is reduced. So we will write over here to first of all debtor, because debtor is another item. So debtor is of 3,000 and all other three items is depreciation. So I will make it in the one column. So depreciation, first of all stock, another is plant, and last one is motor van. 1,500, 1,500. Always remember, you are writing the amount which is already adjusted, means ऐसा amount जो add या less किया है. 3,000, 4,200. All reduced item are posted. Now the added item, that is what the building is added. So it is appreciation, it is profit for us. So we will write building on the credit side. Why I am writing building on the credit side? Because this is the nominal amount. Credit all income and gain. Building, in bracket I will write appreciation and I will write the amount 15,000. Then the last one, outstanding expenses is increase. Now the liabilities increase, means 3,000 rupiah, 3,000 rupees is need to be paid more. So whenever we paying more for the same thing, it is loss for us. So this loss will go on the debit side, that is outstanding expenses. The amount is 3,000. We will finish with the second adjustment. Now we will go on the third adjustment. Amba and Manoj contributed additional capital of 20,000 and 10,000 respectively. Now Amba and Manoj, who the partner who remain in the business, wants to contribute the additional capital because one partner is leaving the business. So capital shortage can be happen. So they wants to contribute the additional capital. Amba and Manoj. Amba wants to contribute 20,000. First name, first amount, second name, second amount. So to Amba's capital account, 20,000 to Manoj's capital account 10,000. Now in this particular account, means in this cash account it is debited, on their account it will be credited by cash account. It is of 20, sorry, this is the pi, this is pi. Amount is contributed by Amba 20,000 and by Manoj 10,000. This is 4,000, 10,000. In this particular side we will make the dash. Now the last and final adjustment. Balance due to Mr. Pai is transferred to his loan account after paying him 1,000. Basically 1,000 paid to Mr. Pai on their retirement. So whenever cash comes, it is debited. Whenever we are paying cash to someone, even if there is a partner, the cash account will be credited. So we will write Pai's capital account amount 1,000. In this particular account it is credited, in cash account means, so on their account it will be debited. We will write to cash account, on Pai's account we will write 1,000. Now we are going to make the total of the sum. 15,000, 336, 9 and 4, 13,200. Even this amount is less than 15,000. Take 15,000 on the both the side. 15,000. Kindly deduct 13,200 from 15,000. You will get 1,800 as the profit. Actually this profit needs to be divided on all the partners on their original ratio. That is the old ratio we will talk every time in the admission. Two partners capital account, Pai, Amba and Manoj. Now the original ratio is of 5. We needs to divide by 1,800 by 5. We will get 360 as one part. 360. For 2 it is 720. You can divide it. I had the simple procedure for it. Remove 0 and make it double. You will get the division of 5. Remove 0 and make it double. Now in this particular account it is debited. This is profit and loss adjustment account. On their account means partners capital account, it is credited by profit and loss adjustment account. It will be 720, 360. Now make the total of Pi first, because the last adjustment is still pending. The total balance of Pi will be 30,000, then 8,000, 38,720. 38,720. Now we are giving Pi 1,000. After giving 1,000, the balance will remain as 37,720. This balance will transfer to his loan account. His loan means what? His only name's loan account. So we will write Pi's loan account. I had maken this loan account. If you don't want to, you should not make this account. Now in this particular account it is debited, so in this account it will be credited. It will be written as Pi's capital account. Why capital? Because this amount is came from the capital account. 37,720. Make the total of this account. 37,720. we will write it here. We will write it here to balance carried down. Now this balance will go on the next account. Now there is no another next account as balance sheet. So in this particular account it is debited. So in balance sheet it will go on the credit side. There is no credit side. The liabilities are always credit. So PIE's loan account 37,720. Now we'll make the total of another 38 plus 20, 58,720. Then 15, 10, 35, 39,360. 39,360. It will be 29,360, 58,720. Now there is no deduction for it, so the total will be the answer 58,720, 29,360. In this particular account it is debited. This is partners capital account. In next account it will be credited. There is no such credit, but liabilities are always credit. So Amba 58,720, 29,360. Make the total of this. 50 plus 20, that is 70, 79, 80, 87, 88,080. 88,080. Now the last cash account, make the total of cash 33,000. 1,000 given to the PIE. After deducting 1,000, the amount will be 32. The amount will be 32. Now make the total of the sum. Actually, I had no space for the total. 88 plus 10, 98. 98 plus 30, 80, 90, 1,20,000. 1,20,000. 7 3 are 21. 7 4 are 28. 1,50,000. 1,50,800. 1,50,800. 1,50,800. This is our sum.